Hey everybody, it is Coach Linnea. I am super excited to get this March Madness Challenge going. So as a reminder, the challenge does start March 9th, so it'll be a Monday, and it'll go for 12 days. So it'll end March 19th. And what's nice about this challenge is that Friday, March 19th, you're actually gonna weigh in, and we still have the rest of the day planned for you. So you'll still have your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner ready to go. And on top of that, this 12-day challenge comes with 30 days of a meal plan. So you're paying for 12, but we're actually supplying you with 30. So once again, super excited. We would have not been able to do this unless we partnered with our amazing coaches from Power to Believe, Sarah Goggin-Young and Ellie Cooper-Smith. So we are going to get going with our app kind of download. So we're going to show you what it's going to be like to be on the JE Fitness app. So prior to this rundown, you should have received an email from me with our links for registration, whether you're purchasing through the app, the Isogenics products, and you would have then 2 attachments from me as well. And those 2 attachments are going to be, one, our recipe guide. So you're going to get to see everything that you're going to be cooking. The second attachment is going to be our recipes and our grocery shopping list. So you asked, we delivered. I know that you guys said, hey coaches, next time if we could do some grocery shopping lists, that would be really handy. So that's what we brought to you. So I'm going to be on a Zoom right now. So if you guys have questions, just leave comments in the chat after we post this, and we're going to get back to you. Otherwise, I'm going to share my screen right now and kind of go through our little presentation. So make sure that if you have not done it already, take a second, pause the video, get on your phone and download the Jackie Rico Fitness app, because that's where we're going to do all of our workouts, and you'll actually see all of the recipes. But we'll also send it in an email. So let's share my screen really quick so that you can see what we need to do. All right, let's get going. All right, so there's our little welcome email. Now let's get to our PowerPoint. So, can everybody see me? All right, so we have our 12 days March Madness, once again, partnering with Sarah Goggin-Young and Jackie Rico Fitness. For those of you who do not know Jackie, Jackie is my business partner. She is the owner of Jackie Rico Fitness, and we are gonna bring you everything we possibly can. So let's take it to the next slide here. So like I said, you want to make sure that you're going to download the app, whether it's an Apple phone or an Android. It's going to be user-friendly. We're going to have our 3 components to this app, which is our fitness, our accountability, and our nutrition. So what are we going to do to set up this app? So you are going to have a link provided to you. I will be sending you one via your email, and you're going to be able to set up your account. If you have any issues, this is where you're going to get to email me or email Coach Jackie, and then we'll be able to assist you from there. All right, you're going to fill out this consultation form. We're going to get to know you a little bit better. So for this challenge, because we want to make it as customizable as we can, if you are just starting, you have not worked out, that's perfectly fine. We're going to have a beginner, an intermediate, and an advanced version of this. And of course, if anybody has any, special considerations, like myself, I tore my ACL, MCL, my meniscus, so I really have to make sure what I'm doing with my knee. Lucky I am pain-free, but I want to make sure that you guys can also be pain-free and, do the best you can through these 12 days. So we're going to complete this guy. Then this is what you're going to see on your phone. You're going to get to see this dashboard. So we're going to start down here at the bottom. So this is where you're going to see your upcoming sessions, your group progress, progress photos, the group messages, and any achievements that you have during the week. All right. Next one, we're going into your program. This is the important part. So you're going to get to see any information regarding your current program. You'll also have your goals, your habits, your meal plan, and your training program in here. So you'll see this one will say meal plan in here, but you'll also have it in an email in case you guys want to print it, or if you want to see it a little bit bigger if you're going to the grocery store. Trying to be friendly for you guys. All right, your calendar. So what are you supposed to do each day of the challenge? So there are going to be cleanse days. There's going to be shake days. You're always going to have those fork and knife meals on those shake days. So we want to typically have a little bit of a harder workout on those days. So this is where you're going to look at the calendar portion and you're going to be able to see all of these exercises. So you'll look at Thursday, it says blood flow interval. You're going to push on that little kettlebell under today, and you're going to be able to see where your workout is. All right, the fourth little button down here is the Messenger app. So you have access to us. So what's important during this is that you're getting paired up with a coach that has not only your information, but your time and availability to specifically tailor towards you. So that's why our coaches are so important to this. We want to make sure that we're giving you our undivided attention. And when you go to message us through here, we're going to be able to give you immediate feedback. If you don't maybe have a specific tool, or if you don't have, maybe the range of motion in this movement, I'm going to then be able to give you a different modification. So feedback is really key. This is where you're going to do it. All right, our last one is our More tab. This is where you're going to find the app extras. You're going to use this tab to integrate, obviously, our more tech devices that we have, which are so vital right now. This will be your Fitbit, your Facebook, your MyFitnessPal, and your Apple Watch. I love being able to see my clients' tools on here because then I'm really able to see what they're doing outside of maybe just our workouts. How many steps are they getting in? What other feedback can I give them to help improve their overall daily caloric outburst or their outburn, okay? And then here we go. For our March Madness Challenge, we're going to have 12 days of workouts to correlate with your food and meal plan. So we're going to have the shake, like I said, on the higher calorie days, and then which will be your strength, higher intensity workouts. But once again, it's tailored towards your ability, and you do not have to fear this. We have people in their later 70s doing this. We have people in their early 20s doing this. We make sure that it's user-friendly. And then, of course, on those cleanse days, those are going to be your lower calorie burn days. So we want to add a little bit of our walking, maybe a little bit lower intensity cardio with a little stretch and mobility, because we want you to move, and we also want to increase those ranges of motion when maybe you haven't been doing anything, or maybe you have, but maybe we're going to open up your eye to something that maybe you haven't been working on. And then, of course, 12 days of challenge, but we're giving you 30 days of access to the app. So we're only going to supply 12 days of exercise, but guess what? Those workouts are still going to be in there. You can repeat them. You can continue to use them on your own. And then we're going to continue to give you 30 days of a full meal plan, dietitian approved recipes. So even when you weigh out on day 12, that doesn't stop. I want you to continue this because we know major changes and success doesn't happen in 12 days. We see amazing results in 12 days, but we need this to keep going. So we are trying to set everything up that we can as humanly possible for you guys. So let's dive in here to the workout. So I kind of talked about this, the beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels. You're going to be clicking on where this little red arrow is for the kettlebell. This is going to where you're going to find and click on the workout for the day and open up that workout, okay? So what kind of workouts are you going to see, and what is it going to show you? On this screen, once you push your workout, there's going to be a start button. That is where you're going to initiate what is going to need to be done. So you're going to click that start button, and you're going to have a couple different types of workouts. Of course, every exercise is going to have a video to demo what you're going to be doing. So you have a visual and a verbal and a written demonstration and explanation of what needs to be done. So we want to make sure that you are really feeling like you're getting the coaching, even though I'm not there next to you, but I'm always a text away. Then through these, you're going to have a couple different ones. Every workout's going to include sets or the amount of rounds suggested for the exercise or the reps. And for this one, you can give us feedback. If you want to include how many reps you were able to do, maybe in a timed segment, that'd be great feedback, or it'd be a great goal or motivation for you to see what you can get through. And then obviously we have the weights as well. Now, some people aren't going to have any weights, and that's going to be perfectly fine. We're going to include, chairs like I'm sitting on right now, the couch, an ottoman, a fireplace, whatever you can kind of prop and use as support to kind of give you some extra range of motion to increase the intensity. So you don't always have to have equipment. We've gone through this all through quarantine. We've had very successful people. And I have to say, this is the most successful we've been with our clients because they're at home more and they're able to prepare and plan. So moving on to that next side. If you do not push this save button, oh, we're going to be on you because it's going to look like you did nothing for the day. And we want to know that you completed your exercises. So push that save button for me, okay? All right, when you're done with completing that workout, perceived exertion, we want to be able to see what you rated your workout on. So when you are done, is it really hard? Is it too intense? Do we need to tone it down? Make sure you give us a rate. All right, then after you completed your workout, you're going to have all of these saved so that you'll be able to go back and you can check them out if you need to. And that way I know what you've done. All right. Also, for those people who like to go play tennis, they like to get their runs in, or they like to use their Peloton, there is a button at the bottom you'll see where you can add in your activity. This blue plus button is where you're going to choose the activity that you did, or you can hit general and you can add in that extra movement. We want you to be able to do this. Otherwise, how are you getting all that credit? We want to see what you're doing because we want you to be in your normal routine, but adding on what we've given you. Okay, so add it in. All right, so that accountability and coaching, you are going to do that one-on-one. You are going to have the Power to Believe group. You will be added into that. So make sure when you look on Facebook, and if you don't have a Facebook, that's okay. Make sure that you accept our request because we're going to put you into it. And then if you're comfortable, this is where in the app, you're going to be able to post your progress photos. This is only going to be between the coaches and yourself. And if you're not comfortable with it, that's fine, but keep them for you. It's awesome to start at day one and take a picture because sometimes the scale is not going to change, but the inches are going to come off. And you need that internal motivation to say, oh my gosh, I know the scale's not moving, but look at my waist, look at my arms, look at what's happening. So do it for you. Even if you're not going to share it with us, do it for you. It really does make a big difference. And then once again, the coaches, I am Coach Linnea. There's going to be Coach Jackie as well. And so you guys will be split up between the two of us. And if you guys have questions, please use us. A little background on us, both Jackie and I have our exercise science degrees, our minor in psychology, and then obviously we are certified personal trainers. So we are 10 plus years in the game of programming, assessing, and prescribing what needs to be done for your body after, going through your health history and learning a little bit more about you. So we are here for you. Make sure that you're going to communicate. Like I just said, post on the private pages and in the group. There's going to be a group within the app. If you guys have questions, put it in here because I guarantee if you're texting me it, 14 other people are asking the same thing. So this is where we can all come together, give our ideas, give our feedback, and our solutions. What's working better for you and what can you add on to somebody else's program? All right, this is where you're going to see that group. We'll add you into that March Madness, and this is where you're going to contact us, okay? Before and after photos, just talked about it. Day one is just as important as day 30. So post them either for yourself or you can post them in the app and they'll be private to you guys. Nothing will be shared unless asked for permission. All right, there they are. Some of the awesome photos we've received. And then nutrition, once again, you're gonna learn about your macros and calories consumption. If you do have more questions, we're able to kind of go into your MyFitnessPal and we can help set your macros for you. And for those of you who don't know what your macros are, they are just your carbs, proteins, and fats. This is where we can kind of help dial in those percentages of what you should be doing each day. So allow us to kind of, bring that positivity into those lifestyle changes. This is just a little previous calendar of what we've done. It does look way more up to date with the help of Canva. So you're going to be able to see what you're doing when you wake up, what you're having for breakfast, what you're having as a snack, and then dinner. Everything is going to be mapped out, but this is just an old one. We're going to bring you something new, a little bit more up to date, so that everything is mapped out. Now, I will say that if there's something on there from Isagenix that you don't have, that's okay. We're just kind of going above and beyond for those people who have purchased those bigger packages so you can utilize everything that you're given, okay? So if if it says the greens on there, but you don't have it, that's perfectly fine. You can continue to use everything else that you have. You're going to receive a link with all the recipes explaining everything that you need for your meal plan. It is going to be really built into our packages that you're receiving from Isagenix. So most days you'll be doing 1 to 2 shakes. 1 to 2 days a week, you'll be doing a cleanse. What I also included is on week 1, there'll be a cleanse. On week 2, our last day of the actual challenge, there'll only be 2 cleanse days. And then weeks 3 and 4, if you continue with the meal plan, there'll be 2 additional cleanse days. So if you need to purchase more, you'll be able to do so. Most packages get delivered within 4 days. So Isagenix is awesome with speedy deliveries. So you can always go into your app and purchase more if you need to. All right, make sure that when you get into the app, we're gonna probably send some requests for your connection between MyFitnessPal, and it'll sync right to our app. So I'm able to see everything you're eating, everything that you're tracking, and we're gonna be able to give you more feedback. We'll be able to say, you know what, you should have done less fruits this day or less sugars, or you should have decreased your carbohydrates, or maybe you were too low with the amount of exercise that you're doing. A lot of times that's what we see. We see people way under their calorie count. And if you're too low, you're gonna then gain that weight or keep that weight on. So we wanna make sure that we're gonna have a well-balanced diet. And then what happens after those 12 days? You want to be able to connect with your coach. We're going to do a follow-up call. We want to see your progress because we do have a couple different prizes that are going to be going out. So we will do one prize for the most body weight percentage lost. And then we're also going to do a prize for the March Madness Challenge itself. And what does that mean? So each day I'm going to release a new exercise, and it's going to build up for those 12 days. So by the end of the 12th day, you're going to have 12 different exercises. In order to enter into this challenge, you're going to have to complete all 12 exercises, record yourself, and see how fast you can complete them. Now, if you don't want to take part in this and gain an awesome prize, that's okay. But if you're looking to really add it on and build that endurance, I'm going to want you to email me your recording of all of those exercises, and the person who completes it in the fastest time is going to be our winner. So we're super excited to kind of see what we're going to get out of you guys. So once again, super excited to get you going, bringing you back into me. I'm going to stop sharing now. We can't be any more excited because we really have gained everybody that we need to pull this together to make this the most advanced, exciting tools, operations. We have it all for you ready to go. So if you have questions, write them down. Otherwise, I'm Coach Linnea, and I'm checking out for today, and I'll check back in with you soon. Bye, guys.